It is time for us to go to Perlach.
To what? Oh, Perlach. Or is it Perlach? God, that hurt. That's a nice robe.
Entschuldigung, Baron. Gabriel Knight ist hier, c'est Suzanne. Lassen Sie bitte ihn herein.
Yeah, that would be a nice color on you.
Hey, are you? Wait, which one? The butler suit or the
robe.
smoking jacket?
The robe.
Hope I'm not taking advantage of your kind invitation.
Well, my invitations are meant to be kept. Come, warm yourself.
Do you have a nice plant?
I hope you like wine. I got hooked on
Wine
the
in
grape when I
Germany?
opened France.
It's fine, Baron.
Call me Friedrich.
All right.
Good. I like to have things settled. You were going to tell me how you found the club and about your hunting in America.
Oh, there must be more interesting subjects.
No doubt. You are a man who runs deep, I suspect.
On my off days.
Tell me about your
Nothing more stimulating
hunting.
than a fresh mind with treasures to reap. New thoughts like rare birds uncovered and examined, one by one. It is only when people know each other well that they run out of things to say.
May we never be so cursed. Are you from Munich originally?
No, I was raised abroad. But both of my parents had deep Bavarian roots.
Really? Where abroad?
All over. France, England, South America, North America.
That explains why we can't pick out your
I love
accent.
to travel.
South America. Interesting.
So tell me about your family.
The Von Glovers? We are not nearly as old a line as the Ritters, I'm afraid.
Do you have a wife? Children?
Good God. No.
You sound like someone else I know.
I've been picking up on certain similarities between us.
Including
Do you
our
have
hairstyle.
relatives? How fair is the Ritter family tree?
I'm the last.
I too. I
I'm the
suppose
last
all trees
unicorn.
eventually stop bearing fruit.
How'd you end up here?
Plain.
My circumstances were probably not much different than your own. I wanted to return to the land of my ancestors, and so I did. Which reminds me, you were going to tell me how the Ritter family ended up in America.
My grandfather. He left the family and went to New Orleans.
But you chose to return to the family. Why?
If you want to know the truth, I didn't have a hell of a lot of choice.
I understand.
Yeah, it involved voodoo and mummies. Also of alligator masks, which reminds me, have you heard about the greatness that is Willie Jr.?
It's funny you should bring up masks.
Tell me about the club.
I'd prefer it if you formed your own opinions. To be perfectly frank, I could use a fresh perspective.
I'm not Frank.
That's one reason why I invited you to join us.
Interesting. Fresh perspective.
Fresh meat.
How about telling me about the other club members?
Ah, my select few. You find them valuable friends once you get to know them.
Oh, the
Did
one
most of
guy
them come to
hates
the club
us.
through you?
For the most part. Though occasionally, fate throws one into my lap.
Why don't you tell us about the plant? He's very nice.
It is a very nice plant.
It's actually a she. Her name is Chuck.
All the men at the club are from wealthy German families, I gather.
Yes,
I thought he was about to say wealthy German
but it's
stock.
not quite that simple. I am a believer in self-determination. Each man at the club must also be personally accomplished and gifted.
Really?
Absolutely. For example, von Eigner owns one of Germany's biggest meat butchering plants.
So
And
you
he
fresh
runs an
meat.
elite private brewery. It's true he inherited the business, but he's expanded it a great deal.
A butchery. Huh. And the others?
Price is recognized as one of the best trial lawyers in Germany. He seems pleasant enough in person, but you would be surprised how vicious he can be in the courtroom.
And Henneman?
Is with the government. He has a prominent position and is an acknowledged contender for higher office.
Really? How high?
There have been newspaper reports that predicted the highest.
That would be convenient for his friends, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Such men are an asset to everyone who knows them.
And Baron von Zell?
Von Zell's family owned the majority of stock of one of Munich's oldest banks.
In his own personal accomplishments?
Gar is a quite promising young man. He was always top of his class, the best at anything he did.
I keep picking up a past tense here.
You haven't seen him at his best.
I've seen him at his worst.
He's going through a rough spot lately, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I noticed.
There's something about the club I don't quite understand.
Yes?
I get the feeling you're not your average, ordinary hunting club.
No.
Well, that room in the basement, for instance.
I gather you've been exploring.
Just a bit.
Well, the door was open.
It doesn't matter. You are right. Yes. Die Königlich-Bayerische Hofjagdloge is more than just a hunting club. We share certain philosophical beliefs as well.
Interesting.
I'm curious about these philosophical beliefs of yours.
Are they about Willie Jr.?
Are you really interested?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm glad. You seem to be the sort of man who would appreciate our way of thinking. The men at the club and I, it is our desire to reconnect with our true physical nature.
Go on.
Think of it this way. What makes men different from any other species on this planet?
Tacos.
Of course. Oh, it's not a bad thing, human
I
society.
could make a comment, but
But it has come
that I got
at a
from
terrible
QI,
price.
but let's save
In
that.
civilization, man has lost his physical self, his sensory power, his instinct, if you will. He became fat and lazy, a dulled, rusted blade.
And those are my good days.
Those
Picture a
were
beast
the
in the woods.
days.
It is alert. It smells. It sees. It feels everything around it. It can tell where some other animal has passed days before, where food is to be found.
Are you about to talk about the
can
language
sense
of
danger.
death?
You put civilized man in the woods, and he's comparably deaf, dumb, and blind.
I hear you, but isn't some of that related to physical makeup? Our senses of smell and hearing aren't as sharp as those of wolves, for example.
That's just it. Surely men once had those abilities. As generations of city dwellers failed to use their most acute senses, genetically they started to fall away, the way limbs wither when not exercised. I believe we can hold this degeneration. And not only hold it, but recover that which was lost.
It's an interesting concept. Do you have any proof that such powers are recoverable?
Proof? I felt things myself. Keener hearing, sharper smells, but documentable proof? That is harder. To what extent we can recover these primal abilities, and what some of those abilities might prove to be, that is what we still struggle to find out.
You're very convincing, Friedrich. There's no doubt that the potential is fascinating. How does one go about trying to get back in touch with one's physical self? Does it have something to do with hunting?
You are right.
He is?
That's part of it, yes. Man is, or was, a predator. But unfortunately, he was too smart for his own good. He figured out how to raise his prey in pens. Hunting helps us get back in touch with our predator soul.
Do you?
I've heard it argued that mankind has domesticated itself based on brain structure and
Some
other
of
things
us
like
have been
that.
more successful
I could see
at
that.
tapping into that than others.
I mean, for example, how we are lost when the power goes out.
So how has this philosophy affected the men in the club?
The men at the club are all excellent specimens who have used the philosophy to increase their success and power.
So your woods becomes corporate headquarters, your prey the competition.
Some of them I think
Interesting.
can be applied, yes. When the senses are primed, one can pick up all sort of feedback that is normally lost in the haze.
Speaking hypothetically, do you think it would be possible to take this philosophy too far?
Funny that should occur to you so quickly. It hadn't occurred to me for the longest time. I hope not.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, but
Würden Sie das bitte reinigen?
You barely got me.
Are you all right?
it's just wine.
Danke.
Black Wolf.
Frau Blocker.
I feel so clumsy. Danke, Gunther. What was it you asked again?
Never mind.
I asked if you'd ever heard of the Black Wolf.
Of course, you did. I suppose you just startled me. These killings in the papers, they've really got me derailed.
Ah,
Any particular reason?
People
because
getting
I'm a
slaughtered.
furry, clearly.
Children in broad daylight. Nature can seem cruel, but it is orderly. It does not waste or torture, not like this.
He is genuinely troubled by this.
Espousing what we do. Our philosophy does not support this kind of thing.
I'm sure that's true.
I apologize. It just... I am concerned that we are not put in the best of light under these circumstances. to promote hunting when these atrocities in the papers. You must understand. The nature I promote is not a murderer. When a healthy beast kills, it takes only what it needs to survive, and it does so respectfully. It is only the man who is capable of such a pointless slaughter. I'll be glad when this has passed. I'm sure the other men feel the same way.
I have no words.
That's a weird looking mask up there.
That's a great mask. Mind if I take a look?
Although it
I
has
guess.
nothing against Willie Jr.
That is true.
Interesting. Is it African?
No, Indian. I picked it up in Brazil.
Huh.
It's got a bird in its headdress.
Brazil.
Von Glauer says it's Indian. Von Glauer says it's Indian.
Hey, see, look, it's got a little bird head in the mask. I get it. It's the ancient art of Banjo-Kazooie. This isn't a man, it's a bear! Look, you can see the ears right here.
Alright, but I think we may be done here.
Aww. But we're bonding so well.
We can see if there's anything more to talk to him about real quick.
I'm not sure what else to say.
And we can look at other things here, possibly. Or not. Oh.
I can look at my shoes.
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
No, that's your shoes.
That's me, Gabriel Knight. That's me, Gabriel Knight.
No, that's the
Oh.
table.
I'm not sure what else to say.
No, I think we tapped out. So we should tap out.
Well, I hate to say it, but I should go.
It's been a rare pleasure.
But don't you want to stay the night?
I've been kind of isolated over here myself.
You're getting ahead of the game.
I'll see you at the club tonight, won't I?
Oh, right.
And perhaps you'd like to come over for a drink after that? We'll have a chance to talk some more about the others.
You thought I was kidding.
I'd like that.
No.
Thanks.
I know better.
I love this game. It's like I'm deeply aware that it's a deeply flawed game. But I love this game.